Okay, class. This is the second half of our video project. We were initially going to create a soundtrack our um, for our video, but since we didn't have a lot of time to develop that video, and some people made very short videos and some people made longer, we're going to just let you guys create a soundtrack. Now, we're doing it though so that you have a sense of how to record sound and bring it into image. So once you get through Audacity, you should be able to create music, but you could also use it to just do voiceover on top of a video. So while the video is playing, you could be recording your voice in Audacity, and then you could go through and even remove aspects of the sound that you don't like. So we'll go ahead and get started. This is Audacity. Audacity is a free download. It's pretty easy to use. I don't think it's very difficult. The easiest way for us to do this is to use the built-in microphone, which is what we're going to do. To start, I simply added 2 tracks. So right up here, you can add a mono track or a stereo track. Mono is single. Stereo track will give you a left and a right stereo sound so that you can control sometimes the sound coming out of the right speaker and sometimes coming out of the left. But you can just do mono if you want. So here we have a single track. I have it highlighted. A couple things just to get you guys started. You can shrink these tracks just by going to the space, that yellow space between the 2 tracks, and pushing and pulling them. That's important when you start really layering a lot of sounds. These 2 spyglasses are also really important. So the negative one is going to allow you to zoom out, and the plus is going to allow you to zoom in really strong. When you start doing a lot of tracks and small, minute differences between sounds, you're going to want to zoom in and out of that, okay? So, and then playback speed is right here. Play, obviously stop. Record button is right here. Start and stop it. You can get the level of the sound right here. And then here's our built-in microphone. So let's go ahead and record something. So I've got like a little sound I'm going to record. Hold on one second. Let me go ahead and get the microphone on. Okay. Now we can pull that back to the start. Hitting spacebar starts and stops. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull that back. And let's play it. Hit spacebar and it'll stop. Now let's say we want this to be a little louder. We can highlight, I'm just holding down the spacebar and pulling, and go up to effects, and we could amplify. So we can go to amplify and we can go ahead and bring that up a little and say okay. Ooh, and that really amplified that sound. So let's see what that did. Okay. Now let's say I want the beginning of this, before that next new set starts right there, to fade in. So let's go back to effect, and I'm going to go to a fade in effect right there. Okay. So like that, I think that's really good. Let's go ahead and record a new sound and layer it in. So I'm going to go up to this top blank track. Notice I have a couple blank tracks here. And I'm going to go ahead and record some stuff. And it can be anything. It's interesting how you can take the most banal sounds and get them to work for you. So I'm going to do like a beat. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to take that back all the way to the beginning, and we're going to see what these two sounds do together. So that sound is really bad. So what we're going to do is go ahead and highlight those sounds, and we're gonna take the pitch lower and maybe change the tempo. So let's take the pitch much lower. Let's go to a G. Okay, see what that does. Take it to the beginning and see what that did. Cool, I like that. Let's go ahead and go back. And now let's say I want this, but I want it to occur again. I'm gonna select it, I'm gonna hit Command C and Command V, and I'm gonna copy it again. Okay, now you don't have to do the whole thing. We could even copy just this section, and I could come right over here and hit paste. Hit my negative so I can see what I'm looking at. Leave a space about equal to this space. And then I'm going to do that again with about equal space again. Remember, your spaces are pauses in the music and they should be considered too. So now let's go all the way to the beginning and try that. Okay, so I'm going to use that. And you know what? I'm gonna lower that a little bit more, maybe put a little echo on it. So I'm gonna put a little reverb on it right here. Okay, so the room size is that echo that you get in a larger room. So if I increase the room size, I'm gonna get more echo on it. And then reverb, let's go ahead and up the reverb. Tone low, I'm going to take the tone highs out, okay. Wet gain, it's going to kind of give more of a wet than a dry sound. Let's see what that does. Let's play that. Cool, I like that. That's really nice. And then at some point in this recording, I've recorded my voice, and it's right about here. Okay. So now that I know where that is, I'm going to select that, and I'm going to delete it. So you can also just selectively delete out pauses. You can move and shift the music. You can layer. Let's go back to the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and repeat this. So copy, paste, paste. Okay. So let's see how that's looking. Okay. Let's play it again. Okay, and that's how you do it. You just keep overlapping, cutting and pasting sounds you like. I really kind of liked the beginning of this one sound, so I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste that, and I'm going to amplify it on the second round. Okay. And all you do is just keep playing with the sounds and overlapping and editing and taking out until you start to get a little bit of a harmony or a melody you like. And that's it. You just keep hitting spacebar when you want to start over again, and you just keep adding and subtracting. The effects are really nice. There's, if I can grab a section here just to show you kind of some of the other effects. This one's pulse stretch, and it really stretches the sound out, kind of makes it creepy. I'll just go to a 15. I'm gonna only go to 6.6 seconds there. If you do a really huge filter onto some of these, you can extend the music really long, so be careful like I just did. Let's see how long it went. Yeah, I really extended that to 3 minutes now. So let's play it. And that was just that beat where I've put like 4 filters on it and then stretched it out. Okay. You can use your recorder to record anything. Birds are really fantastic. Breathing. You could make a sound. You could read a haiku. But in the end, your song is your song. I would prefer to have this very melody-like, sound space-like. So if you use your voice, I don't mind at all, but can you use it for an environmental reason? Meaning you're using your voice to make a sound, not necessarily to sing a lyric. That's my only requirement for this, is just to really play with the qualities of sound and layering of sound. And I would just keep going and keep layering and keep toying until you get about maybe 45 seconds to 2 minutes of something you like. I think that's it. There's that's where you add new tracks. Just go to tracks and add new tracks. You can play with the stereo and you can play with your left to right. And then in the end, all you're gonna do is export this. So we're going to go to export audio when we're done. I would name it, your name and then the name of your sound. So I'll just name mine soundscape, right? And then I would save this as an MP3 file, okay guys? I think that's going to be the easiest file to upload to various YouTube, to Bandcamp, GarageBand, like whatever you need to upload it to so that I can hear it, and we'll save it, okay? I think that's it. So we're just shooting for a soundscape made by you with original sounds that you have found and made. Shoot for anywhere between 40 seconds and 2 minutes. That's actually a lot of time. I would spend quite a bit more time manipulating these tracks. So, okay, cool. Good luck. I can't wait to hear these.